Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset. Life is what you put into it. Get the most you can. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast. I'm fired up. I am Benjamin Lee. I got a lot of caffeine in my veins or my blood this morning, and I hope and pray that all is well with you. Well, did you watch the World Series? I got to tell you, I didn't really watch it. I saw the last game. The Atlanta Braves won the game, and so, I know a lot of people are into baseball. I like going to the games if I have a team. I really don't have a team anymore, so I'm not really that interested in watching the games. However, I do want to talk a little bit about baseball today. Here's what I mean. So I was talking to a client of mine yesterday, or not yesterday, but last week, and we were just kind of talking a little bit, and there was a statement that I used with him to help him to understand some things about what he was trying to go after, what he was trying to accomplish. I want to share something with you in just a moment here. And the title of this podcast is called, You Don't Have to Hit a Home Run. You don't have to hit a home run. Now, when you think about baseball, what's the name of the game? Well, the name of the game is to get on base and eventually to score runs. And so whether you get a single, a double, a triple, or even a home run, if you can get across the home base, you're winning, right? And there's a variety of ways to get to home base. Sometimes it may require a bunt. Sometimes it may require a double or a single. And sometimes it will take a little bit longer than a home run. But the name of the game is still, you still got to first get on base before you can ever get across home plate. So as you think about life, as you think about the things that we often are trying to go after, take, for example, maybe finances or a career. Well, a lot of college students, as soon as they graduate, they want that dream job. They may even think that they have a dream job, but more often or not, they're going to have multiple jobs and maybe even multiple careers. And so sometimes I think we can set ourselves up of this idea of hitting a home run, that if we don't hit a home run, if we don't get the dream job, if we don't get the killer salary, if we don't have the perfect body, if we're not fast enough, if we're not reading enough books, well, we're not really that successful. If we don't have a huge podcast platform or YouTube channel, we have to hit that home run. That's what we feel like, right? But what if, instead of trying to hit a home run every single time, which, by the way, that does not happen even in baseball. If a player misses the ball or strikes out 7 out of 10 times, and he hits the ball 3 out of 10 times, that's a Hall of Fame career. Well, that is a lot of strikeouts. And if a pitcher knows that the batter is constantly or only looking to hit a home run, well, that batter is going to fail more often or not. So this idea of hitting a home run, my thought for you today is you don't have to hit a home run. You can still be successful, productive, moving forward, excelling, even if you're not hitting a home run every single day. Well, it doesn't mean that it's wrong if you do hit a home run. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing if you're hitting multiple home runs. We really get excited when a player hits 2 or even 3 home runs in a game. It just doesn't happen that much. So now think about your situation, whatever it may be that you're trying to build or grow or go after. You don't have to hit a home run. In fact, maybe if you just try to get on base and take what's being given to you little by little, you may actually get further, faster than trying to hit a home run every single time. But there's some more things that we need to unpack. We're going to talk about some of those things in just a minute. But first, a word from our sponsors. Today's show is sponsored by the Still Waters Counseling with Julie Adams. You need a counselor with life experience who cares for you. That person is certainly Julie Adams. Sometimes it helps to talk, to unload hurts with those who listen with empathy while sharing the same biblical moral frame of reference. It also helps to receive constructive suggestions that move toward solutions in a more positive journey. Life is hard, and some days it gets harder. You do not have to go on this journey alone. If you're in need, please reach out to Julie Adams with the Still Waters. That is STILL waterslife.com. stillwaterslife.com to set up an appointment. All right, so as we think about this idea of maybe the feeling of having to hit a home run, I think a couple of questions need to be considered. These are some questions that you could ask yourself, okay? So number one might be, why do I feel like I have to hit a home run? Why do I feel like I have to immediately get from point A to point B? Is there some time constraint that you have put on yourself that maybe should not even be there? Is there some kind of pressure of feeling like you have to perform or that you have to show other people, okay, this is what I can bring to the table? You know, when baseball players, and look, full disclosure, I'm not a baseball expert, but I know when sometimes baseball players can struggle. Like some of the best hitters, it's almost like they can forget to hit, to know how to hit. Some of the position players, they forget how to throw. I think they call it the yips, where they, instead of throwing the ball fast and with accuracy, the ball doesn't even get to first base. They forget how to throw. Now, they don't literally forget how to throw. Their arm is the same, but there's something going on mentally. And many times it's because maybe they have put so much pressure on themselves. That may be something that may be happening to you if you feel like I have to hit a home run, I have to get this immediately, I have to knock it out of the park. And I'm not saying that we don't strive for excellence, but home run in the sense of where we're missing out on some maybe opportunities that are right in front of us. You know, a single, a double, or a triple, if you're consistently going 3 for 4 or 4 for 5, hitting singles and doubles and triples, you do that an entire career, that's a Hall of Fame career. So as you think about this idea of, I feel like I have to hit a home run. And what I mean by that, it could be like in a business type setting where you feel like you have to get this big fish or the big client or the big contract. So much so that you're missing out on these smaller clients or contracts or opportunities that are just as valuable, that are potentially passing you by because you're not looking at them in the manner or way that you should. You know, you think about situations where we just feel like, okay, if I can just get to this point, but many times we're rushing trying to get to that point. And as a result, we're actually missing out on these great opportunities that are right in front of us. So ask yourself, why do you feel like you have to have this big home run, okay? Not only that, but think about this too. Think about this idea of appreciating what's right in front of you. You know, if you're trying to get this big client, it could be maybe you get 5 clients that would equal the size of that one big client. You potentially could get those 5 clients even faster than constantly trying to go after the big contract or whatever the case may be. So this idea, you don't have to hit a home run. You can still be very successful hitting a single, a double, a triple, getting on base, getting multiple clients, losing 1 pound in a week instead of 10, A pound is a pound, all right? So if you're trying to lose 20 pounds and you don't lose 10 in a week or 2 weeks, but you have lost 3 or 4, look, be happy about that. You don't have to hit a home run every single time. In fact, that's not even how the body works when it comes to weight loss. You'll have some big gains, but then things will begin to kind of measure out, and you have to be patient. Those are your singles. Those are your doubles. Those are your triples. And occasionally you'll hit a home run. It's very much like when you go to the gym, strength is not always linear. Like one day you can go on a Monday and you just feel super strong, but then on a Thursday and you're like, well, why am I not lifting the same amount? Well, it could be a variety of reasons. But if you're going to the gym every day trying to max out on the bench press, that's not going to work long term. Quit trying to hit the home run and be consistent going to the gym, picking up the weights, following through. Those are your singles and your doubles and triples. And maybe we could even say, something bigger. So just get on base. That's what it's all about. Focus with what's being given to you in your life and how you can make the most of it and how you can continue to move forward. That is key. All right. So you don't have to hit a home run. Hit a single, hit a double, hit a triple. Eventually, you're going to keep crossing that home plate. And those runs, well, they will add up. Keep going. Keep swinging. Hit the ball. Stay focused. I can do. So can you. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you are in the need or are looking for more motivation in your life, feel free to check out my website, benjaminlee.blog, where you can find hundreds of encouraging, motivational blog posts on a variety of subjects. You can find all of my books, which can also be found on Amazon.com, and other podcast interviews with a variety of people. I hope this helps. Please leave me a rating and a review. I can do, and so can you. Take care, and God bless.